welcome back to the Spiritual Bimbo YouTube channel. I kind of forget to say the stuff we do on here. We got vlogs, we got try-on hauls, we have self-development, spirituality, we got adult industry stuff, and today we are focusing more on the Bimbo side of Spiritual Bimbo. I will link the kind of original video of this below, my story of my bimbofication, but it really did well and I wanted to do another version where it showed more accurate pictures that went along with the story. Yes, that's a read on my old editors. Hi, hello. It is 2023 and it is all good vibes and new action. So, hey, let me tell you about how I used to look like this and now I look like this. Whee! Okay, so let's start. I used to be kind of a little emo scene kid situation. I was very much in my trauma body, my pain body, whatever you'd like to call it. Hello, Eckhart Tolle, we love you. And that's what was expressed through me physically. Just to let you know, not any spoiler alerts, but honestly, this is a story of self-love, which is so ironic because a lot of people think like, wow, I must hate myself to have like done all this surgery and like all these modifications, but like it's literally the exact opposite. So stay tuned for that situation. Hey, hello, you're already here, you're watching, like, subscribe, comment below, and now we're getting back to the story officially. So, up until a couple years ago, I had black hair, I had, at points I had more piercings and all of that. And where it really started was when I started transitioning into blonde hair, I would say. So that was the end of 2018. I was dating somebody and they kind of like hinted towards it, but I also, which I will be completely transparent and say this like really catapulted my self-love journey, was getting off of Xanax, which I believe I've shared previously on other videos. I was prescribed Xanax for a very long time and it 100% like hindered me from like really connecting with myself and like learning to love myself. And once I got off of it, oh my god, literally it sucked for 6 months, let me tell you. But it forced me to get into yoga and to like really start like being aware of like how I was feeling instead of just like numbing it with drugs, which is so beautiful. And I'm so grateful for that. Let me know below if you want to hear like a whole like drug story, I guess. Whether it be about the prescription pills or the other illicit things that I used to do. I am so grateful to be a sober queen. And I've talked about, I will link below, my alcohol journey, but there's a lot of other things that went on. So, a moment for gratitude. So yeah, in the beginning of 2019, I was, transitioning my blonde hair, but I was still just like very much, in my pain body and all that. I wanted better for myself. I said, this year I'm gonna get braces, I'm gonna get my boobs done, 15 grand, I have no idea how that's gonna happen. And at the time I was actually manifesting, and that's like so beautiful to look back at that. So fast forward like 9 months, I got into fitness. I was never chubby. I definitely did gain a little bit of weight getting off of Xanax, and I'll show that here. But I was still hot, not saying that being thick isn't, but I was always aware of myself in that aspect. But even more so where I was just like, I don't like this, but that's what served me at the time, is that, I was getting off of something I was on for such a long period of time. So yeah, I was eating a little bit more. I was a little anxious, you might know. So I got into fitness, I lost weight, I was like, whoo, let's go. I started making more money. I first got braces. A month later, I had my first boob job. We were pretty much blonde and it was wonderful. I really started like getting just into my self-love journey. I started getting into therapy and just like really like wanting better for myself. And that's what I was trying to say in the beginning. This is a self-love story. And I literally said to my first plastic surgeon, I said, I want to feel how I do on the inside. I want to look that way on my exterior. And that's something that similar, like he said in his little whatever intro thing, like on his website or paperwork or whatever. So I was like, alignment. He wasn't the best surgeon, I'll tell you what. But you know what, I got the job done. I got 350 cc, which is typically kind of like average, but I already had a 32D. So I had like a 32 triple D at that point, which is like, obviously now, that's, you know, like LOL, but like that's actually, you know what I mean, that's big. Like most girls have probably like a B cup or whatever, you know, and even with implants, it's probably like a C or something. I don't know, let's put some stats up here. Okay, so let's go. I started doing OF. I really, you know, just like harnessing into my spirituality and all of that. But at one point when I was in my spiritual awakening, I was like not giving a I really wasn't doing my makeup. I was really just like in it, and that's okay. You know, I was like, my hair wasn't as blonde and everything. But as I started, you know, coming out of it, still in it, very much even deeper into it, but coming out of like the initial transition period, which I say is kind of like rehab, where you just, I mean, personally, this is how my awakening went. I know a lot of other people's does as well, is like you kind of just like integrate a lot of shit and, you know, switch so many different habits and everything that you have around. And then like once it's like wired in your brain, you're like, okay, maybe I can start doing semi-normal things again. So let's fast forward to May 2020. I literally was sitting with my ex-boyfriend, and a model named Bambi Blacks posted something in one of our little like Telegram groups. She was like, good night from me and my giant tits. And she has like 3,000 cc, 2,500 cc, something like that. And I literally was like, I want bigger boobs. So let me tell you, it had come to me. It wasn't like this fantasy I was thinking about all the time, but I literally saw girls like Alicia Mora, I think I'm saying her name right, who like OG Bimbo. She owns I believe it was called BIMBO, a clothing company that's really just like honoring and the empowerment that like bimboism truly is. So I always saw her, I was like, I think their boobs are a lot bigger than mine, you know, because that's what I'm saying, at the time it was like normal. That was like, you know, I was like, oh, I always had like big boobs, big naturals. I used to always be made fun of for having big boobs. I'm like, haha, look at now, motherfuckers, you know. So I got my second boob job in May 2020, and then I also was like getting filler and stuff like that already. I forget what I think it was 2018 as well that first time I got lip filler, because especially before I had braces, I had like a very like severe underbite, so my lips looked like extremely thin, and I'm like Northern European, so they already looked, you know, like extremely thin. Yeah, and just, you know, I faced little touch-ups. I remember, yeah, it was like 2018, and my partner at the time was like, all right, this is like Bella's tune-up year, you know, so it really was. So then going forward, I really wanted to have a butt job, for lack of a better term. Like, I wanted a BBL originally, but then I realized that I'm a skinny queen and I needed to have implants as well. So I waited for 6 months to go to Dr. Zlani, shout out to him. And Dr. Revis is my extra large implant doctor too, by the way. Oh, I had gotten 1200 cc. My bad. Okay, so go to the butt situation. So yeah, I got my butt done in June 2021. Yeah, something like that. And I loved it. I had to gain weight though, unfortunately, so they could like suck it out and put it in my butt. And then I actually like lost the weight, which naturally happens. So let me know below if you want to hear a whole like BBL like intricate story. But anyways, now I am how I am now, and I love it because I love being a petite queen, but also just having that nice plump booty. I always joke around, I'm like, the tits were for the fans and the butt was for me, but I would never ever do anything that I didn't want to do, and I absolutely do not have these big fat juicy bimbo tits for my fans. They're for me as an expression of self-love. Like, this is how I feel like I should look. So like 2 months after that, I got my boobs redone because I wanted them to look more fake and have like more upper pole fullness. So if you are a boob fan, you know what I'm talking about. So they did have to add a little bit more cc, so I went up to 1400 cc. And then also I was having problems with the internal bra, so we actually did a stratus thing where they take like, I know I'm vegan, but here we are, things happen, it's plastic surgery, God forgives me. They put like pig skin that is like, doesn't have the cells in it, so it's like technically not pig skin anymore, I don't know. And they like create this thing around to like properly like hold your tits in place because they're so damn heavy. So that was over a year ago. I'm super happy with my results. I don't have any other plans for plastic surgery except, you know, little touch-ups here and there as I do age, which is natural. I was considering getting a lip lift, but I'm still like looking for a really good doctor because the scarring's like super crazy. But I am just like really happy, and all the other things I want to achieve with my body, I know that I can achieve through fitness, nutrition, and you know, just little injections here and there. So let me know if there's anything more specific you'd like to have a video about, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the before and afters of me. And I love talking about plastic surgery. I think it's so empowering. Like, we are these like divine spiritual beings having this temporary human experience in these meat suits, and to me it's like so fun to play with it. Like, these are little avatars. Like, why can't I have hair extensions? Why can't I have extremely large tits? Like, why? I can. We can do whatever we want. But I always say, whenever girls reach out to me, make sure you're doing it out of love and not out of hate. Do not do it because you hate yourself, because guess what? You're just gonna hate yourself with bigger tits or a different nose or a fatter ass. Like, trust me. How you look on the outside does not dictate how you feel on the inside, but you can have how you look on the outside be a representation of how you feel on the inside. Yes, yes, yes. All the best love starts with self-love. Thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful journey. I will catch you next time. Remember, you can be anything you want to be, so make it good.